Hi, good morning everyone. My name is Adishan and today I'll be delivering a session on the writing task. Normally in different competitive exams, we come across essays wherein we need to deliver approximately 250 words or more. So when we need to deliver 250 words or more, we need to write strictly according to the question which is being asked in the examination. So today I have taken a question based on artificial intelligence. So first of all, I would like to read the question loudly to everyone. Discuss the impact of artificial intelligence in the 21st century. How artificial intelligence with its different modes has impacted our life and the world we live in today. So the first and foremost thing what we need to do is to understand the syntax of the question and what exactly is being asked. It says discuss the impact of artificial intelligence or AI in the 21st century. So 21st century is the century of globalization. It is equally the century of modernization. It is equally the century of artificial intelligence. So we are just keeping these words in our mind as we are trying to read and try to understand the question. How artificial intelligence with its different modes, here modes are the different forms of artificial intelligence. So AI has different forms. So we can use artificial intelligence as human intelligence in different formation, but human intelligence is a bit different component. Human intelligence means that we are using our brain in order to function on a certain project. But when we use our brain to create intelligent machines, and all the man-made machines, when they work and they deliver us high degree of accuracy, productivity, efficiency, quality, and meritocracy, we are dealing with AI. Okay, has impacted our life. So this is what we are living in, and the entire world and the whole world we live in today. So it has the different components. Slowly and steadily we'll try to figure out how we need to act on which components, and today we will be debating on artificial intelligence. We'll be studying the different modes of artificial intelligence and how artificial intelligence has impacted our real world. Okay, so I'll just wrap the question very quickly and then we are going to proceed with our discussions, and slowly and steadily I'll tell you exactly what kind of thinking, what kind of methodologies we need to implement in order to answer such a question. Now the point is, we are writing an essay. In this essay we are writing about 250 words, but initially we are just trying to gain the right material in order to deliver the essay. So in order to gain the right material, we need to have a definite thought process. Here the thought process has to be absolutely prudent and pragmatic. And if our thought process is pragmatic and we are trying to question ourselves on the diverse mannerisms on artificial intelligence, certainly we'll be able to find a way to write down the keynotes in order to impress the examiner. All right, so let's proceed. I know this task might not be easy for everyone, but I'll try my level best to cover this topic. It's a very long topic. It's not easy to cover this topic just in a short case, but still we'll try to cover the points. And in my other sessions, I have delivered some vocabulary words. So we will be using some vocabulary words in order to strengthen our essay, because the target is not only to score 6 bands, 7 bands, 8 or 8.5. The target is to score a perfect 9 bands. So let's proceed. All the words that come to your mind based on artificial intelligence, start thinking on those particular words. Let's say number one word that comes to my mind is globalization. We all know about globalization. Second point that comes to my mind is modernization. So how modernization came into place. Was it an automatic process? No. Modernization came because new machines were introduced, an industrialization phase came in. So we can say industrialization. But modernization and industrialization, both of them happened with the advent. I'm underlining the vocabulary words, so it will be easy for us to implement these words in this. With the advent of science and new methodologies. Methodologies are typically the new methods of achieving our set goals. So if we are able to implement new methodologies with the advent is a new beginning, with the advent of science and new methodologies, we are able to attain something extraordinary. And what is that extraordinary? That extraordinary means core deliverables. Now, I am trying to divide these core deliverables in certain sections. Please focus on the core deliverables. The first core deliverable is accuracy. Second is quality. Third is efficiency. Fourth is productivity. I'm writing the fifth one here. Very important, meritocracy. I'll repeat. Accuracy, quality, efficiency, productivity, and meritocracy. So with the use of the different modes of artificial intelligence, we are able to deliver the core deliverables of accuracy, quality, efficiency, productivity, and meritocracy. But assume a situation wherein we don't have any methodology to implement artificial intelligence. It will be very difficult to attain a high degree of accuracy or precision, quality, efficiency, productivity, and meritocracy. Meritocracy, in my earlier sessions I have explained, it is the quality of using the right merit at the right place. So if a doctor has to perform an operation, the doctor can be dependent on certain artificial intelligence machines, and if they are available to aid the doctor will not be able to just operate the patient. The doctor will be able to diagnose the disease, the doctor can conduct different experiments, and based on the qualitative and the quantitative analysis, qualitative and the quantitative. Now, qualitative means if somebody is sad, somebody is happy, we can measure that data under this. Quantitative, something which can be counted. If the patient is already operated before, if the patient is already taking some kind of meditation, so the doctor will be able to calculate, and based on the calculation, the doctor will come for an hypothesis or derive an hypothesis. So this hypothesis, it can be positive, it can be negative, depending on the meticulous research conducted by the doctor. So, it is possible for a doctor to act with aplomb. Aplomb means great coolness, with a very calm and composed approach. So, the doctor will review the hypothesis and thus will act in a meticulous manner by using the different modes of artificial intelligence. So what artificial intelligence is doing? Artificial intelligence is trying to help us. So in other words, if we are trying to use a tool, for example, if I need a tool, that tool will help me to work quickly. In the same way, artificial intelligence means we are using mobiles, we are using laptops, we are using different equipments. All the equipments which we are using, can we touch those equipments? Of course, we can. If we can touch something, that becomes tangible. So can I say artificial intelligence is a tangible phenomena or a tangible mode, we can certainly say that, and I'll explain that further. So, different forms of artificial intelligence are utilized in different domains. By domains, I mean science, aviation, engineering, and many more. So when artificial intelligence is employed in different domains, we are able to deliver results based on the core deliverables of accuracy, quality, efficiency, productivity, and meritocracy. We can equally say with the advent of industrialization and modernization, globalization came in, or globalization was visible globally, and thus the different domains started accelerating at a rapid pace. So what happens when artificial intelligence is implemented in different domains? We can see economic development at an alarming pace. So just write down this word, at an alarming pace. You can use this word in your essays. So when we think of artificial intelligence, there are many companies that comes to our mind. For example, Microsoft, Google, Oracle, and many more. So all the big IT giants, they use the artificial intelligence for their own benefit. And when they use artificial intelligence, they are able to come up with new softwares, new tools. And when we start using new tools, we are able to save our time, we are able to deliver a high degree of productivity, and thus we become more proficient in many domains. So a high degree of proficiency is achieved by using artificial intelligence. In the words of Bill Gates, the world of today is reduced to a global village. So this is absolutely true. We are living in the age of globalization wherein artificial intelligence exists, and artificial intelligence is typically all around us. If you look around yourself, you'll find different gadgets, you'll find mobile phones, you'll find different aspects of resources which are only possible to be used with the help of artificial intelligence. So looking back at the question says, discuss the impact of artificial intelligence in today's 21st century. So we have collected some material in order to write down our answer. And now what we are trying to do, we are trying to answer this question. In order to answer this question, we need to keep all these things in our mind. Apart from this, there are certain vocabulary words which we can obviously use in order to write down our answers in a good way. So I'll just rub it and I'll write more vocabulary words so that everyone can enjoy these words. So I'll just repeat, we have written tangible, qualitative, quantitative, meticulous, industrialization, modernization, globalization, core deliverables, and we have discussed the core deliverables at the bottom: accuracy, quality, efficiency, productivity, and meritocracy. And apart from that, I've also discussed about the different domains wherein artificial intelligence can be utilized and we can reap out the right benefits. Okay, let's proceed. Now we need to be absolutely sure what will be the structure of our writing module. In the writing module of the essay, there will be 3 or 4 different paragraphs, probably 4 or more than 4. But here, let's try to focus only on the first paragraph of our essay. In the first paragraph of our essay, the first line that we are going to introduce to the examiner will create the first impression. In the first line, we need to answer the question, what is being asked, plus we need to give the reason. So I repeat the question for the benefit of the audiences. Discuss the impact of artificial intelligence in today's 21st century or in the 21st century. Impact. So if I try to answer this question, do you think the impact is good or the impact is bad? Obviously the impact is good. Some audiences or some students will say the impact is bad as well. I 100% agree with you, because we have seen World War I, II, and who knows, the World War III will initiate at any point of time, because the condition globally is very bad at this point of time. So artificial intelligence is both good or bad. We all agree on this thing. So anything which has both pros and cons, merits or demerits, advantages or disadvantages, we can use a word called double-edged sword. So many students continue to ask in the examination. I got a question wherein it was asked to discuss the advantages and disadvantages of artificial intelligence. So any topic which has both pros and cons, merits, demerits, advantages, disadvantages, something which is good or bad, we can use a word called double-edged sword. So I can answer this question in the reasoning element or in the beginning of it. I can say artificial intelligence is a double-edged sword as it, and then I can give the reasoning. Now we just discussed on the reasoning part how artificial intelligence can be employed and what are the merits of artificial intelligence. At the same point of time, we equally understand artificial intelligence is a double-edged sword. But what is the process of artificial intelligence and what is artificial intelligence? Let's try to think on that pattern. For example, this is a mobile phone. So is this an automatic process that a mobile phone is invented and it came to the market, it was implemented and widely accepted by the audiences? It's not true. It's a massive work to develop something extraordinary which can connect different people, and when the communication happened in a very stringent and in a very strong manner. This communication not only changed or transformed the world we live in today, but it equally created a new paradigm altogether. So with the advent of mobile phones or different gadgets of artificial intelligence, a new paradigm was created, and this new paradigm has its own benchmarks and best practices. Paradigm is a structure. So with the advent of mobile phones, a new structure, a new world was created wherein connecting to different people became absolutely easy. I remember the punchline for Nokia, connecting people. We all remember that. So when different people are connected to each other, when they're able to communicate to each other, it means that they are able to exchange ideas. Wow! If we are able to exchange ideas, the transformation is possible. But if we do not have the right resources to exchange our extraordinary ideas, we will not have any kind of scope of invention or discovery. So what artificial intelligence did, artificial intelligence transformed the world, and it has taken the world by storm because of the extraordinary usage of internet. So the World Wide Web was invented, and after the invention of the World Wide Web and the internet came in, it really casted its impact on the different domains in terms of science, engineering, manufacturing, space, aviation, and many more. So the impact of artificial intelligence is extraordinary, or we can say artificial intelligence impacted plethora of domains and thus transformed the world. Now the next question arises, when we say transform the world into a good thing or a bad thing, it all depends on us. If we are using the machines which are developed with the use of artificial intelligence in a good way for the benefit of the society, or to attain the goals pertaining to the Sustainable Development Goals of United Nations, we will be able to use AI in a good way. But if we are using artificial intelligence in wars, in committing crimes, in expanding the social evils globally, we will not be transforming the world, but we are worsening the situation or creating a disaster situation globally. So the humans must realize the importance of artificial intelligence, and let's try to use artificial intelligence for the benefit of the mankind rather than creating a disastrous place or a heinous place the world we live in. So it all depends on us. Okay. So I'll just quickly rub it. So to recap, artificial intelligence, it is good or bad. So we can use the word double-edged sword. It has created a strong paradigm, and the best practices, benchmarks are being utilized by different organizations who continue to invest the different modes of artificial intelligence in different domains. So artificial intelligence can be used in plethora of domains, and thus it has transformed the world. So I'm just trying to rub this part so that everything remains in front of you and you are absolutely sure what we discussed. Alright, so we are still on the first sentence of the essay. Don't forget, we need to write an essay. So we are still on the first paragraph, we are still trying to write the first line. Now the point is, we understand the question, we understand the reasoning, what we need to give. I am repeating the question again for the benefit of the audience. Discuss the impact of artificial intelligence in the 21st century. So we can write down the answer in a simple manner right now. So artificial intelligence has transformed the world as it delivered results, or we can say as it has plethora of benefits in different domains. So this is one form we can write it. How can we improvise this sentence? Because this is a sentence that just came to our mind and we have written this sentence. How can we transform? How can we continue to improvise on this sentence? Can we say artificial intelligence, I'm rubbing this, transform the world, okay? Now we are deleting this word. Artificial intelligence has created an eclectic means unique, eclectic paradigm. I'm again rubbing this. Artificial intelligence has created an eclectic paradigm in today's. Which kind of world we are living in? We discussed just now, we are living in the age of globalization. Artificial intelligence has created an eclectic paradigm in today's age of globalization. Now, we are living in the age of globalization. At the same point of time, is it possible for us to change globalization in one way or the other? Because globalization is a continuous process. So we can add one more vocabulary word here. Artificial intelligence has created an eclectic paradigm in today's irrevocable. Irrevocable is something which cannot be changed. Artificial intelligence has created an eclectic paradigm in today's irrevocable age of globalization. Done. We are done with the first sentence of the essay. We are still writing. We need to write the second sentence. So as of now, we have completed this part. We have written, we have responded to the answer. We have given a bit of reasoning. And now we are proceeding on to the second part. In the second part, we need to write about the global opinion, what globally people think about artificial intelligence, and some people think about the different algorithms, because artificial intelligence, let's try to understand the syntax of the second line first. In the second line, I want to write about the global opinion, what people globally think about artificial intelligence, plus I'll also try to give the reasoning. So, when we discuss about artificial intelligence, we are discussing about the man-made machines, for example, mobile phones, laptops, satellites, and multiple more new methodologies. Okay. New methodologies. And when we are using these new methodologies, we tend to use them with great care. And if we are using something with great care, we can say meticulous. So can I use satellites just in a simple fashion as if I'm using mobile phones or something? No, it's not possible. So I need to absolutely take care of each and every step. It means if I'm using a satellite, I need to apply a meticulous approach, not a casual approach. Casual approach is not going to work. New methodologies, okay. New methodologies are creating a new paradigm. New paradigm means new benchmarks. Apart from this, what are the words come to your mind? Benevolent. Benevolent means absolutely kind. You can use this word. So artificial intelligence, when we create different machines, we use different algorithms. And when we equate different algorithms in the right structure, we are able to create different programs or different machines. But when we create different algorithms, what typically we use our brain. So in other words, we use our cognitive consonance. Cognitive thinking means when we utilize our brain in the right functioning, in the right space where it is required. So the right cognitive consonance allow us to create good, robust paradigms. Robust means strong. So if you want to create the right machines, you need to utilize your cognitive consonance in a meticulous manner in order to create a right paradigm, and thus new methodologies can be derived in a robust way by using the right algorithm. So it's a structure what we need to think. At the same point of time, but globally people think about artificial intelligence. Globally people think artificial intelligence is very bad. Some people think that artificial intelligence means creating new missiles and hitting other countries and disturbing everyone. So it means artificial intelligence is giving a boost to crimes, artificial intelligence is giving a boost to terrorism, artificial intelligence is giving a boost to so many other problems, and all the problems are created by man. So who is responsible for all the kind of chaos what is created worldwide? Humans. Because we are deploying artificial intelligence in a wrong way, to channelize our values in a wrong way. So what we need to do, we need to rectify our values, we need to utilize artificial intelligence in the best way. So if I need to write about the global opinion, I am also supposed to give the reasoning to the examiner, because the examiner will be satisfied if I support my point of view with some kind of reasoning. So herein, what I can write. So I'm just trying to rub the sentence here, just in order to create the right space. I'm also rubbing this part because we are only focusing on the second sentence of our essay. Alright. So what globally people think about artificial intelligence? I can write my sentence like this. Globally, people believe that artificial intelligence acts as a double-edged sword because It is an art of cognitive consonance to create meticulous algorithms. So if I explain this in this structure, it will be good because I am able to explain about the global opinion. So with this, I will be able to write my second sentence. We can change the structure of the sentence, we can add more vocabulary words, and we can obviously do that. This sentence is a bit long at the moment, so we can shorten the sentence as well. It again depends on the user or the writer. But at this point of time, I'm just trying to explain you the structure of the first paragraph so that in the first session of writing task 2, you're able to understand the structure. So in the upcoming sessions, we can shorten the sentences by using more vocabulary words, because we need to impute the right vocabulary words at the right places. It's a tough task in the beginning, but still slowly and steadily we are going to win the race. I'm sure everyone is learning the new vocabulary words, so it's a time to implement the vocabulary words in the right way. We have not used the word robust here, so we can also say globally people believe that artificial intelligence acts as a double-edged sword because it is an art of cognitive consonance to create robust and meticulous algorithms. You can use that. Let's try to rub it. And till now we have answered the first line and we have also answered the second line. So we are done with 2 lines in the first paragraph. It's a time for us to write down the third line in the first paragraph. So you might be thinking, till now we have done so much field of research and we have written some lengthy lines and we have done so much research work. What we should do next? In the third line, we can write a quotation to make our life easier. We can also use an idiom. We can also use a phrase in order to demonstrate what exactly we are pitching, what exactly we want to quote, and how we want to pen down our complete essay. For example, in the words of Bill Gates, the world of today is reduced to a global village. And I can write in this way. In the words of Bill Gates is the name, so B will be capital, G will again be capital, comma, double inverted comma start because I'm writing a quotation, write down the complete quotation, and then double inverted comma closed and then put a full stop as well. So in the words of Bill Gates, the world of today is reduced to a global village. So this all will come right here. So once we are done with the quotation, we are done with the third line of the essay, which means that we are done with 3 lines in the first paragraph. I think so. It's a fairly good way of writing and we are proceeding very well. So we are done with the 3 lines. We are just moving to the 4th line. Let's move on. In the 4th line of the essay, what we need to do, we have multiple ways of writing the 4th line of the essay. Now in the 4th line, you can discuss about something that you know, and this is the point wherein you can share your part of knowledge with the examiner in order to score high. Now, in order to demonstrate your knowledge, you can utilize your knowledge from different journals or different magazines or different newspapers, because the habit of reading is highly recreative and ennobling, as we know. I repeat, the habit of reading is highly recreative and ennobling. Recreative means something which is a source of entertainment. So when you read different things, you entertain yourself by learning something extraordinary. Ennobling, you continue to gain more information. And here, we are not discussing about the normal information. We are discussing about the information which is highly informative. If that information is informative, that information becomes didactic. Gaining more didactic information. something which is productive, something which is pragmatic, something which is logical, something which can be used in order to arrive to a certain hypothesis, something which uses a meticulous approach. So there are multiple ways to explain about it. So in the same way, artificial intelligence can be implemented in different domains and different other things are done. So when artificial intelligence is utilized in different sectors, we reap out the benefits of artificial intelligence. I would like to introduce my audiences to two different kind of strategies. And these two different kind of strategies, when implemented in the right framework, can help us to understand the usage of artificial intelligence, and they can help us to yield in a better way. So, okay, I'll write it here. One is red ocean. Second is blue ocean. Red ocean strategies, blue ocean strategies. You might be wondering, we are discussing about artificial intelligence, and why are we working on the red ocean strategies and blue ocean strategies? How it is connected to the topic? Let me try to introduce yourself. Red ocean strategies means when we are competing for a certain product with another competitor. For example, if Samsung creates screens, in the same way another company, LG, also creates screens. So if Samsung has to compete with screens, they need to compete with LG, with Toshiba, with other companies. When we discuss about a blue ocean strategy, we are discussing about a sector which is absolutely monopolistic sector. For example, if you need to purchase an apple, we are not discussing about the fruit, we are discussing about the IT sector. And Apple, so Apple is a big IT giant. If you need to purchase an Apple MacBook Pro, you cannot approach any other organization other than Apple, because Apple, they are working in the blue ocean sector. They're not working in the red ocean sector. So artificial intelligence is a boon both for red ocean strategies as well as blue ocean strategies. So in this way you can demonstrate your knowledge to the examiner, and in the fourth line of our essay, in the first paragraph, we can actually demonstrate our knowledge. So how can we say this? For example, we can say that artificial intelligence has given birth to both red ocean strategies and blue ocean strategies, and thus it has transformed the world. Remember, we have used the word transform, and thus it has transformed the world significantly. If you try to draw a comparison between the lifestyle of the people who lived in 1920s, 1930s, 1940s, 50s, 60s, you continue to move on. And as you will continue to move on, the usage of artificial intelligence will be higher. Because of the higher usage of artificial intelligence, red ocean strategies and blue ocean strategies are in place, and it has transformed the world. So in the fourth sentence, we can simply say artificial intelligence has given the birth to red ocean strategies and blue ocean strategies, and thus it has transformed the world significantly. Okay. So I'll be moving on to the fifth line, which will be the last line of the first paragraph. So finally we will be writing the complete first paragraph in one go. Wow, it's amazing. I hope you are all following. If you have any questions, I'll repeat the same things in another writing session, so do not worry about it. In the fifth line of the first essay or the first paragraph, here we need to demonstrate what all we will be writing in the complete structure of our essay. Now, till now we have discussed about many things about artificial intelligence, and at the same point of time, we also discussed about artificial intelligence. Artificial intelligence can be a blessing. Artificial intelligence can be a blessing in disguise. It can prove better for us. It can also be a bane or boon or multiple other things. We can discuss about this. But here in this fifth line, we are not going to create an affirmative or a negative response because it is our essay. We are not closing our essay. So we can say, in my essay, I will exemplify the different intrinsic means internal, intrinsic and extrinsic factors of artificial intelligence. So if you are explaining it to the exam, that you're going to write the intrinsic and the extrinsic factors of artificial intelligence, this is one way of writing your fifth sentence. Another way of writing the fifth sentence is what exactly you're looking at. If you write the sentence in this way, to create a pristine means pure, to create a pristine and cohesive nation. Here we can discuss about the entire word. And cohesive word, AI can be used in plethora of ways. You can write it this way. But I think so this approach will be fairly easy when you will be writing both the intrinsic and the extrinsic factors. If you need to write in this way, you can say, to create a pristine and cohesive word, artificial intelligence can be used in plethora of ways to gain economic development or other things. But if you're writing in this way, I think so it means a change, because this is the fifth line. So we need to fairly make a change in this. So in my essay, I will explain in detail how artificial intelligence can be employed to create a pristine and cohesive nation. In other ways, we are discussing about the intrinsic and the extrinsic factors. So based on the different things that we have discussed till now, we want you to write the essay. Ideally, follow this structure. This is what I really will ask every student, because it's an easy way to follow the fifth line. We can simply say, in my essay, I will demonstrate the different uses of artificial intelligence in different domains and how it can transform our word in a pristine manner. Okay, so I repeat what we need to do. We need to write the first paragraph in 5 different sentences. Once we are done with the 5 different sentences, we will be able to explain everything in detail. So now we have written the complete para 1. Para 1 is done. We can shorten the words or we can choose more vocabulary words. It all depends on the writing style of the writer. But this is the way we really want each and every student to think in a cognitive way. And if you think in the right manner, you will be able to exemplify your thoughts in the right way. Apart from that, there are other techniques which I will be discussing in my other sessions, how we need to think, how we need to gain more material, because many students face problems. They don't have the right material to write in the examination. I will discuss on the course structures, how we need to brainstorm, how we need to collect the right material under those 60 minutes or 40 minutes, because all of us need to capitulate according to the agreed conditions, the vocabulary word which we already covered in the earlier vocabulary sessions. So I think so. Artificial intelligence is a very special topic, and this topic comes in the examination to the tune of 92 to 95%. There's so many questions which are directly connected with artificial intelligence. I really appreciate if everyone can go and review this essay in a detailed way. Try to write your first paragraph in your own manner. Do not worry about the sentence structure, if they are long, if they are short. For the time being, let's try to employ the right resources. With the usage of the vocabulary, you can shorten it up. My aim in today's class is to explain you the structure. We are not writing a strict 70 to 80 words paragraph, because in that manner you will not be able to understand. First of all, what is important for us to frame the right structure, utilize the right vocabulary, what is required in order to answer the question. In the upcoming classes, I'll be working on the paragraph number 2 and 3 and the 4th paragraph based on this topic. So for the time being, I'll continue with the artificial intelligence. In the next session, we will be working on the para number 2. So thank you so much for attending this session. I know this is a bit tough in the beginning because writing is always tough, but I am absolutely sure that all my audiences will view this and you will demonstrate and you will write your essays in a fabulous manner which will be absolutely impeccable. In another few days you will become erudite writers, so gone are the days when you were saying that you have problems in writing. So I assure you the maximum quality, accuracy, efficiency, productivity, and you all will utilize your meritocracy in the right way. Thank you so much and wish you a very wonderful day.